Hello everyone and welcome to an achievement overview for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. In this video I'll tell you how to get every single achievement in this game. Dragon Ball Master is the one we're aiming for. And to get there we need to get through Story, Side Quests, Encyclopedia, Master Roshi, Progression, Exploration, Shenron Combat, Bulma and Chichi stuff, yeah that's a category I made, and finally the Villainous enemies. The good news is, if you want to get the Platinum Trophy or the 1000 Gamer Score, there are no missable achievements. You can just play through this entire game story as you please and get these at the end of the game. That said, if you came to this video looking for a specific achievement, you can find these categories I just mentioned in the description down below. They all have time links, so you can skip the video to the achievement you want. Also in the description is a link to otakucharms.com, the sponsor of today's video, and that's the first achievement you can get. Visit the website. It's not a Kakarot achievement, it's even better. It's a real-life achievement. This is where you can find streetwear, accessories, figurines, and a lot more from all your favorite anime franchises. Anything you want from the store, you can get with no shipping costs. They ship everywhere in the world for free, meaning all you pay is the price that you see on screen. And if you're looking for low prices, Otaku Charms has this under $10 section, which is always packed with extra goodies. Once you decide to buy something, you can use promo code Globku at checkout to get 10% off anything you decide to purchase. Thank you Otaku Charms for sponsoring this video. Easy achievements out of the way first. You'll get the story achievements by simply playing through the story missions. Every time you finish a saga, you'll get one of these. Easy peasy. Side quests, however, are optional, but you only need to complete 10 of them to get all the side quest achievements. If you didn't do them during your story playthrough, do not worry, there are still plenty of side quests to do at the end of the game. Even if you don't get all 10 of them by following the different icons on the map, gather the Dragon Balls and ask Shenron to revive some old enemies. Each old enemy is a side quest and all of them count towards this achievement. Moving on to the Encyclopedia, everything you do unlocks something in the Encyclopedia, be it exploring a new area, hunting down animals, fishing, or fighting new enemies. Every time you meet a new character, you get a new entry in the Encyclopedia. You'll get a ton of Encyclopedia entries simply by playing the game. And honestly, I got to 400 entries without even noticing. I don't even know where I got it. I can't find the footage. 400 sounds like a lot, but everything you do in the game unlocks something. So you'll most likely get this without noticing. If not, go ahead and just explore a bit. Pick up some memories, hunt new animals, go fish, you'll get this in no time. Roshi is up next, and this is another achievement you'll get almost accidentally. On your main menu, you have an item called Story. This is where you can check your story missions and side missions. If you scroll to the side, you'll also find Roshi's training challenges. These are very simple challenges. It's stuff like gathering orbs, leveling up, defeating enemies, things you'll naturally do throughout your playthrough. But to actually complete these challenges, you have to go to Master Roshi at the Kame House and talk to him. If you've been playing for a while, chances are you already have a bunch of these challenges completed. So just keep talking to Roshi to finish them all until you complete 50 of them. I got this one immediately after the Frieza saga, completely by accident. Without even trying, you can just get this by the end of the game. Just don't forget to talk to Roshi. Moving on to progression, we've got some more specific stuff over here. First up, acquire 100 super attacks or masteries in the super attack skill tree. This is simply unlocking items on all your character's skill trees. You unlock the skill trees by leveling up and by completing story missions. You can then acquire each one of these skills by spending some orbs. Once you get 100 of them across all your characters, you'll get this achievement. It's very easy to get by the end of the game. Sometimes these talents do have a green icon next to them, which means that to move on in the skill tree, you need to complete a training mission. To complete a training mission, first you need to find one of these training grounds. They can be found anywhere, just look for the green icon on your map. Once you complete 10 of these challenges, you'll also get Push It to the Limit. Now, to even attempt these challenges, you're gonna need to get some D medals. And to get heavy metal, you need to collect 100 D medals. You get a bunch of D medals by completing side missions, but you can also find them out in the world. Every time you explore a new city or a new cave, there's a chance that you'll find a D medal in there. There's a D medal in pretty much every place of interest. So once you visit somewhere new, make sure you use your sensibility. The D medals will show up a lot more clearly, and trust me, you'll need a lot more than 100 if you want to finish these talent trees. Next category is exploration, which is what you'll be doing while collecting these D medals. After the Saiyan saga, you get control of Gohan during the intermission. King Kai will occasionally send you a telepathic message. The first time he does it, you get an achievement. And after he does it 20 times, you get another. This achievement can be very easy or incredibly frustrating. First of all, there's no tracker for how many times he's contacted you, so you never know how close you actually are to getting it. And second, he kinda just does it whenever he feels like it. There are some things you can do to encourage messages, but there's no way to trigger the message 100% of the times. But he usually talks to you when you're gathering different things. If you're collecting minerals or collecting orbs or food, he will usually message you commenting on the stuff you gathered. And if you're the type of player that wants to do all side missions and be a completionist, you'll most likely get this before you finish the game. I got it at the start of the Boo Saga, for instance. But if you're not that type of player, if you're just mainlining the story, then chances are after you beat the game, you'll need to do some free roaming and just collect stuff while King Kai occasionally telepathically talks to you. This could very well be your last achievement depending on how you play this game. While exploring, sometimes you'll also see these caves blocked by big boulders. If you meet the level requirement, you can just walk up to them and break those boulders. But because these boulders have a level requirement, I don't recommend going for this achievement early. Just finish the story to get your character levels high, and then you can break pretty much every boulder you find. To find these caves, simply look for the minerals icon on the map. Most minerals can be found in caves, and some of those caves will have a boulder blocking them. So just keep searching from cave to cave until you find boulders, and after you break 10 of them, you don't have to worry about this anymore. Also, while flying from place to place, you can fly straight at the random enemies out in the world to get an instant victory. By getting an instant victory, you'll get all the XP and orbs you would normally get if you did the encounter. So instant victories are not only a requirement for this achievement, it's actually the best way of getting orbs if you need them for the skill trees. Instant victories only happen if your character is at least 5 levels above the enemies, so if you're not getting instant victories, that means your level is too low. Go do some side missions or defeat the villainous enemies with the red auras to quickly get some levels, so you can just fly through every enemy out there. You do need to be flying fast, you need the burst, you need the super dash effect, otherwise you'll just enter a normal fight. Next up, the Shenron achievements. Right after the Frieza saga, you'll unlock the ability to gather the Dragon Balls. The Dragon Ball locations show up on your map, so they're very easy to find. Once you gather all 7, you can summon Shenron from the menu and make a wish. According to the achievement, you need to do this 10 times to get it, but the thing is, I'm pretty sure I did not summon Shenron 10 times and I still got the achievement. Later in the game, you become able to make 3 wishes instead of just 1 with the Dragon Ball, so maybe the game is tracking the number of wishes and not the number of times you summon Shenron. Either way, I recommend going for this achievement at the end of the game. Since you're getting the 3 wishes, you're getting more out of each Shenron summon, and possibly you're getting the achievement faster too. Moving on to battle achievements, these ones require you to do specific things in battle, but they're still pretty easy, nothing to worry about. First up, during intermissions, make sure you have assists equipped. When holding the right bumper, you'll see that you can launch super attacks with your assists. Once you throw 10 of them in total, you'll get the power of friendship. Launching super attacks also builds this gauge around your assist characters. Once both of your assists are full, you can unleash a Z combo with the right and left bumpers. Perform 10 of these throughout the game and you'll get Z combo Zealot. To fill up that meter though, you might need to fight some stronger enemies. If they die too fast, you won't have time to fill it up, so try to do this while fighting the red aura villainous enemies, or in Vegeta's training room, which we'll talk about in a second. And the last battle achievement is Flashy Finish, which is winning a battle with a super finish. To get a super finish, you need a few things. You need Surge, a transformation, and finishing the battle with a super attack. Not all fights nor all supers will trigger the cutscene and give you the achievement, but once again, an easy way to get this is while fighting the villainous enemies. Just remember, Surge, transformation, and finish them off with a Kamehameha. Next up, everyone's favorite category, the Bulma and Chichi stuff. Let's start with Chichi since she is a little bit easier. All you need to do is eat 5 full course meals. When you talk to Chichi at Goku's house, you'll see that she can cook a full course meal. At the start, you won't have that many recipes, but side missions and random NPCs can give you more recipes. This is not required, but makes the achievement a lot easier. So whenever you see some NPC talking about a recipe in the distance, just go talk to them. They'll give you the recipe for free. Each full course meal requires specific dishes, but if you have a lot of recipes, you're more likely to already have those dishes. And if you don't, you can check the other Chichi menu where she cooks the dishes and see what ingredients you're missing. You can get the ingredients yourself, but if you're trying to get this trophy fast, just go to a vendor. They generally sell you a lot of items, and they sell you even more items after you beat the story. That said, if you do this at the end of your playthrough, you'll probably have more than enough for this achievement. Moving on to Bulma at Capsule Core. After Goku comes back to Earth after his fight with Frieza and he meets Trunks and all that, you'll unlock R&D at Bulma. This means you can now craft vehicles. To craft a vehicle, you'll need the vehicle parts, and that's the first achievement. If you build all the parts for the hover car, you can then build the actual hover car and get that achievement, and the same happens if you build the robo parts. At this point in the story, you'll need to gather the materials for each part manually, but the longer you play the game, the more items are unlocked at the vendors. And there's a vendor right in front of Capsule Core that will have almost, if not all, the necessary materials for this trophy. So once again, I recommend going for this after you beat the story. Same thing for the training room. Around the same time as you unlock R&D, you'll also unlock the training room. You can access it by talking to the female researcher that no one knows who she actually is, and then you can select modify and you'll see that you can level up your training room. First thing you need to do is level it up to level 10, and once again, all the materials can be bought from the vendor across the street. And once you level it up to level 10, you need to beat a level 10 challenge with any character you want. Remember, you can bring support characters to these challenges to make them easier. The level 10 challenge enemies will be around level 95, so save this achievement for the end of your playthrough. And last but not least, the Villainous enemy trophies. And this one is, in my opinion, the only category with a spoiler, so stop watching now if you're afraid to be spoiled. We're gonna talk about a secret boss encounter. To get the first 3 achievements, you simply need to defeat the Villainous enemies. You don't need to do this as they show up, you can save them for the end of your playthrough if you want. And the final Villainous enemies will actually feature level 100 enemies, so this could very well be your last trophy. I know it was actually my last trophy. To get all the trophies in this category, you need to win the battle against Mira. Mira is the secret boss encounter. You unlock this battle by defeating every single villainous enemy on the map, so just find those red icons, fast travel to those locations, and beat them up. You'll get 30 encounters before you even unlock the Mira fight. Once you do unlock the fight though, just keep doing what you've been doing. Find that red icon, this time it will be on Land of the Kais. Go there, defeat Mira, get the trophy. Again, this is a level 100 enemy, so make sure you level up before attempting this. And if you've done everything correctly, congratulations! You got Dragon Ball Master. You've unlocked every single achievement in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And guys, if you have any questions or you're having trouble with any achievement, I'd be very happy to help you out. Just leave a comment, let me know what the problem is. If you think something's bugged or broken, I can't do anything for you. I'm not this game's tech support, I really can't help. And if you're watching this very far in the future, I may have also forgotten some stuff. But either way, if you need help, just ask away in the comments. Don't forget that to get this platinum though, you need to visit otakucharms.com. That's actually not true, but I'd be very happy if you did it. And as always, thank you very much for watching. My name's Globku, and I'll see you next time. Bye!